20 years ago, you could have called Kojima the GOAT. The way he was making the Metal Gear series, how he was innovating stealth games as a whole, you would have called him the GOAT. What he did for the Sony, the PS2 console, like, Hideo Kojima is one of the greatest devs ever. He's definitely on the Mount Rushmore. But in the last 10 years, like when he started making Death Stranding, what has he done afterwards? Like, what has he done after Metal Gear Solid 5? And even that game was like, mid to some Metal Gear fans. The gameplay was amazing though. But what has Kojima done after Metal Gear to still like solidify himself as like one of the GOATs? Or is his legacy already solidified with the Metal Gear series? What's good, YouTube? It's NoWayJeric, and I'm back with another video. Don't bring your pitchforks out, because as you can see by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about why I think Hideo Kojima, just slightly, just a tidbit, might be a little overrated. I know that sounds crazy because I know he's made literally one of the best gaming franchises ever, one of the best stealth games ever, as you can see by the gameplay of the screen. And he's made some of the best games, quote unquote, in the last 10 years. So, Death Stranding 1, Death Stranding 2, and then all of his upcoming projects with like the OD and the other stealth game that looks like Metal Gear Solid. I don't know why, but anyways, though, before we get into it, as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the love and support you have been showing me. Hey, my high grade video got some really good viewership. Hey, speaking of that too, before we get into it, you would have thought I was talking about Mind's Eye or Fallout 76 at launch. You would have thought I was talking about the worst game of all time. The way people were commenting in that video, go back and watch the high grade video, bro. People people really want to like have this smear campaign on that game for absolutely no reason. I don't know why there's so much hate around that game. It's actually dumb, but we're not here for that. We're here for that Metal Gear. We're here for that Hideo Kojima. So let's get into it. Firstly, starting off, I just want to let y'all know that Metal Gear Solid 3, like the remake, it's a Kojima made game, but Konami put it out, and I hope Konami in the future drops all of the Metal Gear games like in the chronological order, but probably like in the game order, because they started with Metal Gear 3, so I'm assuming they're gonna drop all the games in the like chronological story order. Like, I kind of forgot how that goes, but I hope they do it like that. But Kojima, like, just playing this game, because this is like my first like actual real experience of a Kojima game. It is like, it's insane that he had these stealth mechanics like almost 30 years ago. Like, how were you thinking of this? Like, the stealth playgrounds in this game, the mechanics, the camouflage, like even like the little immersive sim elements with like you eating and you bandaging up. I don't really like the whole bandaging up mechanic, because it doesn't really matter what order you go in. You can just put on bandages and stick picks and all that. But excuse me. The stealth in this game is, in my opinion, like S tier elite. That's one thing I wish Kojima and like his fan base would kind of like acknowledge more, other than like his story and his world building, because I know that's like really, really attractive about like his games. But the stealth, like the gameplay, the quality of the game, like the stealth mechanics are insane. The enemies have 3 different phases of like them trying to catch you. They can see you through the camouflage. Like, you can be like well deep in the fucking grass, like 100%, like, or not 100%, like 90% camouflage. Like, there's no way they can see you. They still will like find you. It's insane how he had these mechanics 30 years ago. I don't know how the other games had it, but I've looked at gameplay. It's pretty much the same concept, but it's actually like mind blowing. Like, I really enjoyed this game. I would highly recommend it. If you can get it on sale for like 30-40 bucks, I got it for 25 bucks at GameStop. I would highly recommend Metal Gear Solid 3. And that segues into my first point. This isn't the first Metal Gear game I played. I've played 5, and I played, I think, 1 when I was a kid. His games genuinely have great gameplay within them, but I feel like sometimes his games, like I said earlier, are like attractive, or they have that little quirky, like off kilter, like random humor, and it's really unique for like his style of work. But like, that's been like his staple for him. That's why I feel like a lot of people like to bring up the world building, the story, the characters, which is it's insane too if you really dive deep and like actually find out about what's going on in the story, because he's more of like a show and tell person, not really like giving you like force feeding you everything and like holding your hand. Kojima likes telling his stories that are like layered, detailed. You really got to pay attention to like the dialogue and all that. But it's like the way it's executed for him, it's kind of weird, like following like playing this game and it literally turned into like a sci-fi game, and then like the weird humor that you be having with like all the different characters in the game. It's really unique. Like, it's well paced too. I'll give it that. Like, that's what I'm saying. His games are really well paced and well made, but it's gonna be off kilter and it's gonna be like kind of weird for people who aren't into his style of games. It was weird for me at one point, but I got used to it. Still enjoy the hell out of his game, like I said. But just letting you know, like his games are really unique for his style. I feel like sometimes maybe that humor and that quirkiness about his games might not hold the test of time because it can come off as like gimmicky, you can say, and it can, I guess, muddy up the actual like great gameplay he has here. Like the actual great quality like meat of the game is still there, but like I said, the way he does it is in a really unique style, and it could like muddy up the gameplay. Furthermore, this point really hits home for me because when it comes, and this is more, it's a personal gripe, but it's actually like a critique I'm giving for his game. The over reliance on long ass cutscenes. I didn't know coming in to Metal Gear Solid 3. I had a like a feeling, but I didn't know the extent of like how it would be in the game. But when I mean over reliance on cutscenes, I mean like the amount of time we are spent like not even touching the controller. Like maybe if his games were like choose your own adventure, like Telltale games where you could like make choices, I'd be fine with that. But a lot of this game, a lot of the time, like I would say a few hours, this game is only like 12, 15 hours long. A few hours of the game, maybe even half, I don't know the actual stat, whatever, is you not like holding your, you could put your controller down, you're just watching a cutscene, you're watching a movie. That's one of the reasons I feel like, and later on in the video, Kojima should start making fucking movies. Stop making games, my nigga. You can tell great stories without making a fucking interactive, like in an interactive way with games. Just make movies, make shows. Why are you so scared to go in that field? Anyways though, Metal Gear Solid, like he was doing this shit 30 years ago. So I want to play Death Stranding later on, maybe later on in the year or whatever, but I've seen Death Stranding too. I know how that game can get. I know those games have long ass like times in the game, parts of the game where it's just straight cutscenes. Bro, in the first like 2 hours of the game, it's literally like there are some sections, there's literally 30 to 45 minutes of straight cutscenes. If I would have knew this, my nigga, I would have started cooking dinner every time I play this game. I would have started getting snacks, getting popcorn every time I play this game. Because sometimes there will be sections in the game. Metal Gear Solid 3 is well paced, but there's sections in the game where I'll be like, you'll spawn back up. I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll spawn back up. It'll be like the same location you're in, and you just walk for like maybe 10 minutes, maybe grab some food, kill some snakes or whatever to eat some food, and then it's just straight 30 minutes of cutscenes. The cutscenes look really good. They're well acted. They're well voice acted. Whatever you want to say, they look really good. But why in the hell am I playing a game and half of the damn game my controller isn't even in my hand? Like I don't want to play a game like that. That's just me personally. I want to get on and have that power fantasy, play this game, have fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch. If I want to go watch a movie, I'll go watch a movie, my nigga. Like that's what I'm trying to say. And this is one of the biggest gripes I have with this games. It's just like I don't want to play a game where it's a fucking interactive movie. Like I'll go watch a fucking movie. Nothing wrong with like interactive movies. Like I like, or games that kind of like are similar to interactive movies like the Telltale games or whatever, or like Detroit Become Human or whatever. Nothing wrong with that because they actually have other gameplay mechanics within the choose your own adventure part of the game. But you're just watching straight cutscenes and they all look good. Like the first cutscene, when I'm not gonna spoil it, but they show like a bunch of villains hard as hell. Like the cutscenes look really nice, but I didn't expect the extent of Kojima making all these cutscenes, and sometimes it's gonna be well paced, sometimes it's not. I just did not expect him to be like so damn like keen on showing you this game for like 45 minutes straight and you're not playing the game. What's the point of me playing the game if I'm not playing the game? You know, that's just me. Maybe it sounds like a personal gripe. Maybe it sounds like a nitpicking, but that's just like, that's how I truly feel. Comment down below what you think about that point. I hope I'm not the only one, but I probably am. So it is what it is. But that's one of the reasons I've been so hesitant on trying Kojima games. It's because of that, like really that one big reason there. If I want to get on the game, I'm going to play some games. I'm not going to watch a fucking movie. Anyways, though, on to my third point. Furthermore, just because a mechanic in the game looks nice and beautiful, visually does not mean it plays good. And what I mean by that is like some mechanics in this game, or even in like a game like Death Stranding, look really cool. Like you riding your bike and being an Amazon delivery driver and delivering packages looks cool. World looks beautiful. That doesn't mean it plays good. Like I said, if I want to play a game, I want to have that power fantasy. I don't want to deliver packages. I don't want to walk around a world and look at all the damn buildings and shit. Graphics are cool, but I'm like, we play games for the games. That's why they are video games. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the interactive, feature of it. That's why we play games. So that's just me. I don't really, like just because a mechanic looks good and it looks good visually doesn't mean it plays good. That's all I'm trying to say. And that kind of segues into my next point. Some of the moment-to-moment gameplay lacks compared to his other games, and I feel like that's more of like a detriment to how he is now to back then. And what I mean by that is like the Death Stranding gameplay. Like I haven't seen all of it, but I know they have some like stealth mechanics and all that. But like the Amazon delivery driving of the first game, and I'm pretty sure it's in the second game too, I'm not really a fan of that. I don't want to do that. I will try to come around to it because I want to experience Death Stranding because, I have a lot of friends that like it and I know it's a great game. But just the moment-to-moment gameplay when it comes to, how because he wants to tell a story with like you were building the United States or whatever. I kind of have a little idea of how the Death Stranding story is, but like you delivering packages to rebuild America and going to these different locations. Gameplay wise, I don't want to do it. I understand the context of it, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to deliver packages as an Amazon delivery driver. Like my nigga, if you work at Amazon, why would you want to come home and play Death Stranding? You're doing the same shit. So that's the reason I've also been hesitant on trying Death Stranding. It's because of the moment-to-moment gameplay compared to this game. When outside the long ass cutscenes. The moment-to-moment gameplay is really fucking good. The meat and potatoes of this game is really, really fucking good. That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, he made all-time stealth games. Like Death Stranding, to me, like the way it looks, and I'm just saying by the eye test, it doesn't look fun or appealing to me. And to piggyback off the point I made earlier, like the world building, the characters, the storytelling, all that is amazing, I know, but it doesn't work for every single person that wants to try his games because to the casual eye, to the novice, like it looks like a bunch of shit on the screen just randomly placed like after one another. It doesn't look coherent or like well paced because like casuals are going to look at Death Stranding and be like, oh, you're just delivering packages. Yeah, you are delivering packages, and this is what Kojima fans say. You're delivering packages, but you don't know why you're doing it. I don't give a fuck why I'm not doing something or I'm doing something or the context of it, my nigga. If the gameplay looks bad, if the gameplay mechanic feels bad, I don't want to do it. But I understand Kojima fans, there's a lot of them, you can find them anywhere. They really enjoy that gameplay. I really enjoy the Kojima gameplay that's Metal Gear Solid like this. I'm killing niggas, I'm stealthy, I have all these different options I can approach, the objective. That's why I want to play Kojima games. I don't want to play Death Stranding and I'm delivering packages. And I understand the context of it. Like I said, I understand the reason of it. It's not hard to fucking grasp. He isn't Albert Einstein, he isn't God. I understand the context of it, but I still don't want to do it. That like the gameplay mechanic being bad, it's just bad. There's no like ifs, like there's no reason behind that. It's just bad. A casual gamer, honestly, is going to have the same point I have. They don't want to deliver Amazon packages. They don't want to play this game. It may look pretty to them, but if you tell them this is what the gameplay loop is, they're not going to want to play it. So anyways, though, to conclude the video and my final point, and this is the point I made earlier in the video, but I didn't touch on it that much. Hideo Kojima, you need to make movies. You need to make TV shows. You already said before you've been inspired by so many different, American and, West culture and media. You already been inspired by all that. That's why you made Metal Gear. That's why Metal Gear is the way it is, like how unique it is. Like Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of the greatest games ever. It's one of the best stealth games ever. Like I will never take away Kojima from being a pioneer. He didn't make stealth because some people might think he made stealth. No, he didn't make stealth, but he is like a pioneer in the stealth. He might be the GOAT stealth dev. He might be the GOAT stealth. Like Metal Gear Solid might be the GOAT stealth series. Like I know Dishonored, I love Splinter Cell 2, but like if every game is like this, like if they remake every game, Metal Gear 1, 2, 4, and it has the same level of stealth, like he has to be up there. I don't want to play the old games. I'm not a fan of the legacy like camera that it has. I like this camera, but I can already tell like this series is like why it's so renowned and why people think it's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, franchise ever. These are classic, like all-time stealth games. But these were 30-year-old games. Metal Gear Solid 1 was like 98, 99. 2 was like 01. This game was like 04. That was 22 years ago. This is not him. He's far removed from this. He needs to make TV shows. He needs to make movies. I will watch his shit. I swear to y'all. I will, like I said, great world building, great characters, great storytelling. Put that shit, just translate it into a movie, translate it into a TV show. I will be there. I will be in theaters, Kojima, if you're watching this somehow. I will be in theaters watching your shit. Like, I don't want to play none of your games. I really don't. I will come around to it because I'm a gamer. I like trying new things. But, nigga, I really don't want to play Death Stranding. I don't want to play. I promise you I don't want to play that game. But I will. I want to understand why people love it so much, why it was nominated for Game of the Year, all that. Like, I want to see why this franchise is so renowned, like Metal Gear Solid. But in the future, like, I know you were trying to do something with Death Stranding 2 and, like, maybe your future games with, like, incorporating movies with it or TV shows. Because remember he had, like, that little press conference with Jordan Peele. I forgot which Summer's Game Fest it was. I don't know if y'all heard that in the background, but I don't know if it was, like, Tyler or somebody screaming. Anyways, though, like I said, Kojima, if you release a movie in theaters, if you release a Metal Gear Solid movie or Metal Gear Solid movies or some shit, my nigga, I will be there. I'm just trying to let y'all know. I'm trying to let you know, bro, I will be there for your movies. So your games, though, it's going to take some convincing, but eventually I'll play it. But anyways, though, comment down below how y'all feel about Kojima, if he's one of your GOATs, if you love Death Stranding, Metal Gear Solid. If you're loving the gameplay on the stream, like I said, Metal Gear Solid 3, one of the best games to come out last year and one of the best games in general. Like, this game is fucking amazing. I have some gripes with it, but still all-time great third-person shooter, all-time great stealth game. Anyways, though, comment down below. Appreciate all the support y'all been showing me, man. If y'all want more videos like this where I'm just talking about, devs or just random shit, like random games, like, let me know. Cause I like I said, I always say I play, like I said, I always say, I always play different games and I have so many different ideas. But if you like this video, and I hope people don't take this personal, I'm not saying Kojima isn't a GOAT. I said that earlier. He's a GOAT. He's an all-time legend. He's a pioneer in stealth game. But he might be just a tad bit over. He might be just a smidge, like a tad bit overrated. Like my nigga, he ain't Mike Miyazaki. He ain't Miyazaki. You feel me? But he's still up there. He still got some sauce, but he ain't Miyazaki. Anyways, though, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the support you've been showing me. Comment down below how you feel about Hideo Kojima and the games he's made. And I hope y'all have a great day. Take it easy.